Good morning, class. Today we are going to draw an electric circuit using the above given information. Okay. So, question is asking draw an electric circuit. Draw an electric circuit using a battery, a switch, an ammeter, a voltmeter and a bulb. Now, what is the state of the switch? The switch should be closed, means the current is passing in the circuit. Okay, current is passing in the circuit. So we have to draw that type of circuit. Okay. So first you place the battery. This is the battery. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal of the battery. Now connect the battery to the bulb. Okay. Now we have to install one switch. So we can place one switch at this point and the switch is closed. Okay. Now current is flowing from positive of the battery to negative of the battery in this direction. So we can write this arrow as the current. Now measure the current. So we have to install one ammeter in series. This is ammeter. This is plus of ammeter, minus of ammeter, plus of the bulb, minus of the bulb. Again, now there is a voltmeter also. Now you measure the voltage across the bulb. So we have to place one voltmeter. Okay. Voltmeter above the bulb. Okay. Now what is left? Voltmeter, ammeter, bulb. Everything is done. Okay. Now name the devices. This is key, battery, okay, current, ammeter, voltmeter and these are connecting wires. This is electric bulb. Okay, so this is a very simple electric circuit. Now we are going to learn Ohm's law. Now class, our next topic is Ohm's law. Okay, our next topic is Ohm's law. Actually this law was given by Simon Ohm. Okay, he found a relation between V and I, where V is the potential difference and I is the current. Okay, and what is the relation? He found that V, that is potential difference across any two point on a wire, is directly proportional to the current flowing through that wire. Okay, means he studied and his observations were, say for example, V and I. Okay, he increased the value of V and he found that the value of I also increases. Okay, when he increased the value of V, then he found that the value of I also increased. Okay, say for example, first he was using, say, 0 volt and in the current there was also 0 ampere. Okay, then after increasing the voltage to 5 volt, then current is also increasing 2 ampere, 10 volt. He found that current is also increasing 4 ampere, 15 volt. Current is also increasing 6 ampere. Okay, in this way he found that there is a relation between V and I when we consider a conductor. Okay, that is a conductor which obeys Ohm's law. Okay, he found that when V increases, I also increases. Okay, this is the relation and he formulated V is directly proportional to I. these symbols, you have studied these symbols. This is called proportionality sign. When V increases, I also increases. When I increases, V also increases. When V decreases, I also decreases. Okay. Reverse is also applicable. Okay. So he found this relation, and this relation is called as Ohm's law. Okay. And this Ohm's law can be only studied with a conductor which obeys Ohm's law. Okay. Means a metallic conductor or any conductor which obeys Ohm law, or which is a ohmic conductor, we can say which is a ohmic conductor, that conductor only obeys Ohm's law. Okay. So it is a relation between V and I. V is potential difference and I is current flowing through the conductor. Okay. Now according to him, he states that V is directly proportional to I provided the temperature remains constant. Okay. When he was studying, he maintained a constant temperature. At that temperature, he found that V, that is the voltage across, that is the potential difference across any 2 points on the conductor, is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor at a constant temperature. This was his statement, and this is practically proved also. Okay. So it states that Ohm's law states that potential difference across the two ends of a conductor is directly proportional to the amount of current flowing through the conductor, provided temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant. Okay. So this is the statement of Ohm's law. Now mathematically we can write mathematically V is directly proportional to current. Okay. That is, we can write potential difference is directly proportional to current. Okay. That is, V is directly proportional to I. Now we are finding an expression for Ohm's law. Okay. So V is directly proportional to I. This implies that V is equal to IR. Okay. R is a constant. When this proportionality sign changes to equal to, okay, we have to use one constant, that is R. Okay. Where R is equal to proportionality constant, proportionality constant. R is a proportionality constant called resistance of the material of the conductor. Okay. R is actually a proportionality constant, and the meaning of R is it is the resistance of the material of the conductor, means it is the power of the material to resist the flow of the current. This is called Ohm's law. Okay, this is Ohm's law. Okay, clear? This is called Ohm's law, where R is the resistance of the material of the conductor. Okay, and this R is actually the property of the material which opposes the flow of current. And in this expression, V is equal to IR. This expression is called Ohm's law. Okay. Now class, now let us study the graph of Ohm's law for an ohmic conductor. Now why I am repeatedly using this term ohmic conductor? Ohmic conductor are those conductor which obeys Ohm's law. Okay, those conductor which obeys Ohm's law. Now we will use this data and we will draw one graph. Say for this is the study of Vi for a ohmic conductor, and we will draw the graph, and what is the nature of the graph we will see. Okay, so first graph, let us consider two axes. Okay, two axes, this is y axis, and y axis we will place voltmeter, that is voltage reading. Okay, voltage, or we can say potential difference. Potential difference. Okay, in x axis we will use current. Okay, and now we will draw the graph. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Now if you plot the point 5 10 15 20 25, okay, 0 2 4 6. Okay, now plots the point 2 when current is 0, voltage is 0. When current is 2 ampere, then what is the value of voltage? See, 5 volt. So this is the point. When 4 ampere, what is the value of current? 10. This is the value of, now 6, then 15. When we draw, you will get a straight line. Okay. So you will get a straight line. This is the graph of Ohm's law. Okay, straight line. Straight line. So this straight line gives us the idea about V is directly proportional to I. Okay, V is directly proportional to I, and if we divide V by I, then we will get resistance. Okay, why? Because we have V is equal to I R. This implies that transpose this I to this side, V by I is equal to R. Okay, so from this graph, if you calculate the slope, if you select 2 points, this point B and this point as A, if you find the slope of AB, the slope of AB will be equal to the value of R. That is, slope of AB will be equal to resistance. Okay, that is V by I. Then this is the graph of Ohm's law. Thank you. And next we will study numericals of Ohm's law.